Welcome to today's video. I'm incredibly excited that you're here because today's topic is one that I truly believe can make a significant difference in your life. Overcoming fear, failure, and doubt, and ultimately achieving success, is a journey that every entrepreneur must take. And guess what? You're not alone in this journey. The world's most successful entrepreneurs have faced the same fears, the same setbacks, and the same doubts that you might be feeling right now. But what sets them apart is how they approached those challenges, how they overcame their fears, how they learned from their mistakes, and how they continued to push forward no matter what obstacles stood in their way. So today, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful lessons from entrepreneurs who did just that. These lessons will not only inspire you, but provide you with practical strategies to transform your mindset and start achieving the success you've always dreamed of. Let's dive in. Here's a sign you're on the right path. Let's talk about fear, because fear is often the first thing that stops us from pursuing our dreams. But here's the thing. Fear doesn't mean you're not capable. It doesn't mean you're not ready. It doesn't mean that you're going to fail. Fear is simply a signal that you're pushing past your comfort zone. It's a signal that you're doing something important. And that's exactly what you should be doing. Stepping out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. Think about it. Every time you've pushed yourself to do something new, to take a chance, or to start something important, fear has probably shown up. And guess what? That's normal. In fact, the most successful entrepreneurs in the world embrace fear because they know that when fear is present, it means they're on the right track. Elon Musk is a perfect example of this. When he started SpaceX, people laughed at him. They thought he was crazy. Who wants to spend millions on rockets? They asked. Even after several failed rocket launches, Musk didn't give up. In fact, he leaned into that fear and used it as motivation to keep pushing forward. He knew that every failure was one step closer to success. It's the same for you. The next time you feel fear creeping in, recognize it for what it is. A sign that you're about to do something that matters. Don't let fear paralyze you. Let it drive you to take action. Use it as fuel to keep moving forward, even when the road gets tough. Failure is a lesson, not the end. If there's one thing that every successful entrepreneur has in common, it's that they've all failed at some point. Every one of them. They've all faced rejection, setbacks, and obstacles that seemed insurmountable. But here's the crucial difference. They didn't let failure stop them. They didn't see failure as the end. They saw it as part of the process. Walt Disney is a great example. Before he became the man behind Disney, he was fired from a newspaper because they said he lacked imagination. Can you imagine that? The man who would go on to create one of the most creative and beloved entertainment empires in history was told that he wasn't creative enough. But instead of giving up, he used that failure as motivation to keep moving forward. He didn't let that one rejection define his future. He kept pushing, kept learning, and eventually created Disney, a brand that changed the world. But Walt Disney's story isn't the only one like this. Steve Jobs, too, was ousted from the company he founded, Apple. At one point, Jobs was fired from Apple, the very company he started. Imagine the heartbreak. Imagine how that must have felt. Yet instead of giving up, he came back with more vision, more innovation, and a stronger drive than ever before. He returned to Apple and turned it into one of the most successful companies in the world. What's the lesson here? Failure isn't the end, it's just part of the journey. And if you can learn from your failures, if you can use them to grow, then you're on the right track. So the next time you fail, don't be discouraged. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Failure is your teacher. Don't ignore it. Use it to improve. You can't wait for the perfect moment to start. If you're waiting for the perfect moment to start something, let me tell you, that moment doesn't exist. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you'll never start. Success is not about waiting for the stars to align. It's about taking action even when you don't feel 100% ready. And the best part is that you don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to begin. Steve Jobs didn't have all the answers when he started Apple. He didn't have billions of dollars or a perfect business plan. He didn't even know if his idea would work, but he took that first step. He started even when things were uncertain. He started small, in a garage with limited resources and a lot of doubt from others. But he took the first step, and from there, everything else fell into place. And guess what? You don't have to have everything figured out either. Start where you are. Start with what you have. The key is to just begin. Take that first step, even if it feels small. The more you wait, the more you delay your success. But if you start now, you'll learn and grow along the way. Surround yourself with a team that complements your skills. Here's something important to understand. You cannot do everything on your own. No matter how talented you are, no matter how driven you are, you can't build a successful business or life without a strong team. And the most successful entrepreneurs understand that. They know that their success doesn't come from doing everything themselves. It comes from building a team of people who bring different skills to the table. Look at Bill Gates. When he started Microsoft, he didn't try to do everything himself. He partnered with Paul Allen, who complemented his skills. Gates had the vision, but Allen had the technical knowledge to help bring that vision to life. Together, they built Microsoft into the giant it is today. But it's not just about finding anyone to be on your team. It's about finding people who complement your strengths and weaknesses. You want people who challenge you, who push you to be better, and who can bring fresh perspectives to the table. That's how you build a strong, successful team. So ask yourself, are you surrounding yourself with people who complement your skills? Are you building a network of people who can help you grow? If not, it's time to start. Believe in your vision even when no one else does. Belief in your vision is the driving force behind every successful entrepreneur. Without belief in what you're doing, without belief in your mission, you'll never have the perseverance to push through the hard times. You've got to believe in your vision even when no one else does. You've got to trust that what you're building is worth the effort, even when the odds are stacked against you. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. When he started Amazon, people thought he was crazy. He was creating an online store to sell books. But at the time, many people didn't think e-commerce was the future. But Bezos believed in his vision. He believed that the internet could change the way people shop. And even though everyone doubted him, he kept pushing forward. Now, Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world. And Bezos is one of the richest men on the planet. Why? Because he believed in his vision when no one else did. You've got to believe in your idea, even when others don't see it. When you have that kind of belief, you'll be unstoppable. Your belief will drive you through the hardest challenges and the toughest times. 5 powerful lessons from some of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. These lessons aren't just about business. They're about life. Fear, failure, taking action, building a team, and believing in your vision. These are the ingredients for success in any area of your life. Now it's your turn. Take these lessons and apply them to your own journey. Don't let fear hold you back. Learn from your failures. Start today, no matter how small the first step may be. Build a team that lifts you up. And most importantly, believe in your vision, no matter who doubts you. Success isn't easy, but it is possible. And it starts with you. You've got this. Now, let's make it happen. And don't forget, like this video, share it with someone who could use a dose of motivation, and hit subscribe for more inspiring content. Let's go after our dreams together. You've got this.